Hey everybody, it's Coach Joe in PDX. Welcome to another edition of Nichols Numbers. I know some of you have been sending me messages why I've been doing it this season. I've been busy coaching high school football, but more importantly, Big Todd and I went back to Columbus last weekend to watch the Ohio State-Oregon game. Now, obviously, Ohio State isn't what everybody thought, so let's just start right there. This week they played Tulsa. They're 26-point favorites. The over-under on this for me is that Coach defensive coordinator Kerry Coombs is going to be fired on Sunday. All right, Tulsa's going to put up some numbers on there. Because here's the numbers from the game in the Ohio State, Oregon. In the fourth quarter, 2 sacks, 1 pick, 0 third down conversions. That's a team that's supposed to be coming back. Not going to happen. Didn't happen. What a great environment. A lot of trash talk for the game. I'm at Ohio State tailgater with Todd and some friends, Kevin Links, and yeah, people gave us some trash. But then, after about halftime, never heard another word, except for respect, as it was duly called. Now, this week, let's get into some games. Let's start with some big spreads. First of all, Stanford, 11-point favorite at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt SEC team. Not what they are in the SEC compared to some of the other folks. They'll be like Texas. They're going to lose a lot of games in the SEC this year. And Brett, I know you're running back for him. I love you, but I got to say, Stanford 11, that might actually be a pretty solid pick. UCLA by 10. Okay, there's been like more fans at our high school football games than UCLA. That'll change because nobody jumps on a bandwagon faster than an LA fan. But here's the deal. Fresno State's for real. We saw them at Oregon. I was at that game a couple weeks ago. Fresno State's for real. You don't know the name of the quarterback at Fresno State today? You will on Sunday. So that spread by 10, I don't know. Now, I've said that I thought UCLA had a pretty big win against LSU. My friend Phil said that, LSU is not that good. Okay, here's the deal, Phil. You're a wrestling fan. That shit is made up. Okay, football's for real. Okay, LSU has more athletes at every position than UCLA did, and they still lost the game. So some people might say that they got outcoached. Hello, it's a Chip Kelly team. Has anybody ever said that about Chip Kelly? He's going to come at you fast and furious. So what do teams do? They go to their base. They just got base defenses. They come out of the more exotic things, out of timeouts or whatever. This is a Chip Kelly coach team. By the way, too early to talk about playoffs and what's going to happen in the future. The last time Oregon went 9-0 in the Pac-12, Chip Kelly was the coach. Interesting note, right? USC minus 10 at WSU. Now, remember the last time USC played at WSU, they were saved by a call from the replay booth. And technically, it didn't come from the replay booth. It came from some bozo down in the Bay Area that called up the booth, right? Well, that ain't going to happen this week. And USC doesn't have a head coach. I don't see 10 points in that game. I'm going to tell you right now, I would go with the Cougars on that one. Utah Utes minus 7 versus San Diego State. All right, it's Utah, 7. Utes could be favored by 7 almost every week, it seems like. San Diego State, though, at San Diego State. I mean, that's always a tough program. Going to watch that one closely. Washington, Cal play nobodies. Of course, we thought that a few weeks ago when Washington played Montana and Cal played Nevada. We all know how that weekend turned out. But let's just say they're playing nobodies. Colorado Buffaloes minus 2 against Minnesota. Okay, I don't care if this game is played at 2 Mile High Stadium. Minnesota's going to win. They're tough. They've got, PJ Fleck, roll the boat, all that stuff. Yeah, whatever. But they've got a really strong running game. They're really strong. They had a great game against Ohio State. Now, we know now that Ohio State isn't that good. But still, Minnesota is. Watch out for that game. That'll be one I'll be watching. OSU and Arizona play local schools. Arizona plays Northern Arizona. Oregon State plays Idaho. Not even going to look at that one. And then I'm just going to bounce around a little bit. Bama by 13. When was the last time Bama was favored by only 13 points? I get it, they're going up against a decent team in Florida, at Florida, but that's going to be like 20-something, 20, almost 30 points, I bet, on that one. Take the over on that one with Bama. Some other tough games. Cincinnati playing Indiana. Now, Indiana was a surprise team last year. They're not going to surprise anybody this year, but Cincinnati, we find out if they're for real this weekend. That'll be a good one. Boise State. Yeah, okay, maybe. BYU ASU. That's an interesting one. We're going to find out if ASU is for real, and I actually don't think so. I don't think they have a prayer on this one. I'm going to go with BYU on that one. And then last but not least, LSU is a big favorite. Again, we've covered that one. They've got a lot of athletes. We'll see where that goes. But I try to keep these things to 5 minutes or less in one take, and we just did it. So thanks to all. I will see you next week. Go Ducks.